The silent enemy called comfort is killing more dreams than failure ever could. You think your biggest enemy is fear. You think it's bad luck. You think it's the haters. No, your greatest enemy is comfort. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels good. Comfort whispers, stay here, don't push, don't risk, don't try. And most people listen. They trade their destiny for a couch. They trade their purpose for pleasure. They trade their greatness for comfort. Les Brown said, if you take the easy road, the road will end hard. But if you take the hard road, the road will end easy. That's the truth. The comfortable life looks easy now, but ends in regret. The disciplined life feels hard now, but ends in freedom. Look at your life. Every time you've settled, every time you've chosen the easy path, it costs you something. Maybe you don't see it yet, but comfort always sends you the bill later. And the bill is heavy. Missed opportunities, wasted years, forgotten dreams. David Goggins calls it the soft life. He said, you are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. That's the danger of comfort. It doesn't scream. It doesn't fight you. It rocks you to sleep while your destiny fades away. Comfort masquerades as happiness. It disguises itself as happiness. You think you're content. You think you're satisfied. But deep down, you're restless. You binge another series instead of writing your book. You scroll for hours instead of building your business. You hit snooze instead of training your body. And while it feels good in the moment, the quiet voice inside of you is screaming, I was made for more than this. But you silence that voice with another distraction. Another night of comfort. Another day wasted. Napoleon Hill warned about this in Think and Grow Rich. He wrote, the most common cause of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. But let me add, many people never even reach defeat because comfort stopped them before they even started. Comfort convinces you that you have time. Time to start tomorrow. Time to get serious later. Time to change one day. But you don't have time. Every day you waste in comfort is one day closer to the end. Jim Rohn said, we must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Comfort makes you think you can escape both. But in the end, regret always shows up for the comfortable. People love to talk about their comfort zone. I'm just staying in my comfort zone right now. But comfort zones don't stay the same. They shrink. The more you give in to comfort, the weaker you become. What was once easy now feels hard. What was once normal now feels impossible. Skip the gym long enough, and even walking feels exhausting. Waste your time long enough, and even 30 minutes of focus feels impossible. Avoid risk long enough, and even small challenges feel terrifying. Comfort doesn't just keep you stuck, it pulls you backward. Let me tell you something about growth. Growth and comfort cannot live in the same room. Every breakthrough in your life came when you were uncomfortable. You grew when you faced rejection, when you failed and had to rise again. You grew when you stepped into the unknown and forced yourself to adapt. Tony Robbins said, all growth starts at the end of your comfort zone. So if you're not uncomfortable right now, don't expect to grow. Don't expect your life to change. Don't expect success to knock on your door while you sit in comfort. We are living in the most comfortable time in human history. Food delivered to your door. Entertainment on demand. Air-conditioned everything. No need to hunt. No need to fight. No need to endure. But this luxury has made people weak. Their bodies are weak. Their minds are weak. Their spirits are weak. And the irony is this: in the search for comfort, we've created more anxiety, more depression, more emptiness than ever before. Because comfort was never designed to satisfy the soul. The soul only comes alive in challenge, in pursuit, in purpose. Can't you see that comfort is costing you? Let me ask you directly. What has comfort cost you so far? The body you wanted? The dream you kept postponing? The confidence you lost? The business you never built? The book you never wrote? Every time you chose comfort, you paid with your destiny. And the scary part, if you keep choosing comfort, the cost will only rise. One day you'll wake up and realize you traded your one life for nothing but ease. Oh, here's my call to you. Wake up. Let's talk money. Comfort destroys your wealth. Most people are broke not because they're incapable, but because they're comfortable. They're comfortable with a paycheck, comfortable with a routine, comfortable with just enough. But wealth doesn't grow in comfort zones. Wealth grows in risk, in creativity, in pushing yourself beyond the familiar. This is a quote from Napoleon Hill. Great achievement is usually born of great sacrifice and never the result of selfishness. How true! Wealth requires sacrifice. It requires investing instead of wasting, learning instead of scrolling, building instead of complaining. But comfort says, stay safe. Don't risk. It says, no, wait, don't invest, don't build. And so people live their entire lives trapped in financial slavery, not because they lacked opportunity, but because they chose comfort instead of courage. How sad. Comfort also destroys your relationships. It destroys love. Yes, you didn't know that. It does. At first, relationships thrive when two people put in effort, when they communicate, serve, grow, and challenge each other. But over time, comfort creeps in. You stop pursuing them. You stop listening. You stop trying to be your best self. And slowly, love withers. Jim Rohn said, "The walls we build around us to keep out sadness also keep out joy." That's what happens in comfortable relationships. You avoid hard conversations. You avoid growth. You avoid conflict resolution. And what you get instead is emptiness. If you want lasting love, you must fight the comfort that makes you lazy. What about destiny? Comfort destroys that too. It destroys your dreams. Dreams don't die in one dramatic moment. They die quietly in 1,000 small acts of comfort. The dream dies when you hit later instead of now. The dream dies when you stay at a job you hate because it's safe. The dream dies when you let fear of failure stop you from even starting. Les Brown once said, "The graveyard is the richest place on earth because it is here that you will find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled." Why did those dreams die? Not because people weren't capable, but because they chose comfort. Let me tell you about the deception of comfort. Comfort doesn't feel dangerous. Fear feels dangerous. Pain feels dangerous. But comfort? Comfort feels nice. Oh, it feels very, very nice. That's why it's so deadly. Fear warns you. Pain teaches you. But comfort lulls you into sleep. And one day, you wake up and realize you slept through your entire destiny. Look at every champion you admire. Michael Jordan didn't stop training after winning championships. He trained harder. Kobe Bryant was in the gym at 4 a.m. long before anyone else. Cristiano Ronaldo spends hours training while others party. What separates them is not talent. It's the refusal to live in comfort. Because talent without discipline becomes wasted potential. But discipline fueled by discomfort creates legends. Too many people use balance as an excuse for comfort. Yes, rest is important. Yes, joy matters. But don't confuse self-care with laziness. Don't call your excuses balance. Balance is recharging so you can keep building. Comfort is escaping so you can keep avoiding. There's a difference. Let me repeat that. Balance is recharging so you can keep building, while comfort is escaping so you can keep avoiding. Every time you give in to comfort, you delay your destiny. And every delay comes with interest. The longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to break free. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Quote by Thomas. That kind of hunger cannot coexist with comfort. You can't be starving for success and full of comfort at the same time. The question is simple. Which pain will you choose? The pain of discipline now, or the pain of regret forever? So yes, freedom doesn't come from comfort. It comes from breaking it. And how do you break free from comfort? How do you escape it? How do you break free from a life that looks easy but ends in regret? The answer: you must rewire your mind. You must retrain your habits. You must build a relationship with discomfort until it becomes your ally, not your enemy. The first thing to do is to reframe discomfort. Most people see discomfort as danger. They think pain equals stop, fear equals avoid, struggle equals quit. But champions see discomfort differently. Pain equals growth, fear equals opportunity, struggle equals training. Tony Robbins said, "Change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change." So start here. Every time discomfort shows up, remind yourself it's not punishment, it's preparation. Second step, start small, stay consistent. Don't try to change your life in one dramatic leap. That's how people burn out. Instead, start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Do 20 push-ups instead of scrolling your phone. Read 10 pages a day instead of binging another show. Say no once this week to something that drains you. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Build small systems that pull you out of comfort daily." Third step is to chase the hard things. Comfort will always tempt you with what's easy. So flip the script. Deliberately choose the harder path. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Speak up in the meeting when silence feels safer. Volunteer for the project that scares you. Start the business even when you don't feel ready. The more you practice doing hard things, the more normal they become. David Goggins said, "Most people who are criticizing and judging haven't even tried what you failed at." That's why the hard path is always the right one. It separates the doers from the talkers. The fourth step is to eliminate comfort traps. Comfort has traps everywhere. Netflix, junk food, endless scrolling, sleeping in, saying later. You can't out-discipline a life full of traps. You must remove them. Delete the apps that waste your time. Throw out the food that weakens your body. Block the websites that pull you into distraction. Distance yourself from people who feed your excuses. It's not just about willpower. It's about environment. Put yourself in places that push you forward, not pull you back. Jim Rohn quotes, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Very true. If your bridge is full of distractions, you'll never cross. Fifth step, embrace accountability. You can't always trust yourself. You'll lie to yourself. You'll say, tomorrow I'll do better. But tomorrow never comes. So find accountability. A coach, a mentor, a workout partner, a mastermind group, someone who won't let you settle, someone who will call you out when you slip into comfort. Eric Thomas said, everybody has a dream, but not everybody has a grind. Accountability keeps your grind alive when your motivation dies. Sixth step, reward the struggle. Learn to reward the struggle, not just the result. Most people only celebrate when they win. Champions celebrate when they fight. Finish the workout? Celebrate. Wrote the first page of the book? Celebrate. Said no to the distraction? Celebrate. Why? Because the struggle is the seed. The result is just the harvest. If you can learn to love the process, comfort will lose its power over you. Visualize the cost of comfort. Whenever you're tempted to stay comfortable, visualize the cost. See yourself 5 years from now. The body you didn't build. The dreams you didn't chase. The money you didn't earn. The regrets you can't escape. Let that image burn into your mind. Because nothing kills comfort faster than realizing it's killing you. Les Brown said, do what is easy and your life will be hard. Do what is hard and your life will be easy. It's that simple. Step 8, build an identity of strength. Finally, you must stop seeing yourself as someone trying to escape comfort. See yourself as someone who thrives in challenge. You're not a person who avoids pain. You're a person who uses it. You're not a person who hides from fear. You're a person who walks through it. You're not a person who lives in comfort. You're a person who lives in purpose. Muhammad Ali said, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. That's the identity of the disciplined. That's the identity of the free. The turning point. Here's the truth. Your life changes the moment you stop worshiping comfort and start worshiping growth. Comfort is not your friend. It is the enemy of your destiny. And every time you choose it, you're betraying the future version of yourself. But every time you break it, you prove to yourself you are capable of more than you ever imagined. We've talked about what comfort does. We've exposed how it destroys your health, your money, your relationships, your dreams. We've talked about how to break free. But now we come to the hardest part, the decision. Because knowledge without action is useless. You already know comfort is killing you. You already know discomfort is where growth lies. But knowing doesn't change your life. Doing does. Life is short. Every second you spend in comfort is a second stolen from your destiny. You think you have years, but years vanish. You think you'll change later, but later never comes. You think you're safe, but comfort is not safe. It is a slow death. Bronnie Ware, the nurse who documented the regrets of the dying, wrote that the most common regret was this: I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Comfort is the thief behind that regret. Comfort whispers, stay here. Don't risk. Don't move. And then, when it's too late, comfort laughs because you listened. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your ally. Discomfort builds muscle. Discomfort sharpens your mind. Discomfort humbles your spirit. Discomfort reveals your strength. Every great achievement in history came through discomfort. Wars were won. Nations were built. Businesses were created. Books were written, not by people living comfortable lives, but by people willing to bleed, sweat, and sacrifice. As Les Brown said, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. The question is simple. Will you live easy now and hard later, or hard now and easy later? Answer this question. Here's my challenge to you. Pause this video and grab your journal. Done? Okay, great. Now, choose one area of your life where comfort has been ruling you. It could be your health, your money, your work, your relationships. Write it down. Stare at it. Then make a vow. Say this. From this moment on, I will break comfort in this area. I will no longer be its slave. And tomorrow, prove it. Take one action that hurts, that scares you, that pushes you. Because freedom doesn't come from talking. Freedom comes from fighting. The enemy within. Understand this. The real battle is not with the world. The real battle is with yourself. Your laziness, your excuses, your fears, your distractions. That's the enemy. And if you can win against yourself, nobody on this planet can stop you. Eric Thomas said, I'm not competing with anyone else. I'm competing with who I was yesterday. That's your fight. Win against the old you, the comfortable you, and you'll step into the future you were born for. What happens if you win? If you break comfort, this is what happens. Your health transforms because you stop treating your body like a trash can. Your money grows because you stop wasting and start building. Your relationships deepen because you stop settling and start showing up. Your dreams come alive because you finally give them oxygen. And most importantly, you respect yourself. You look in the mirror and see someone who doesn't quit, who doesn't bow to ease, who doesn't settle for average. That respect is priceless. What happens if you don't? But if you don't break comfort, if you keep living the easy life, here's the other picture. You'll lose your health one skipped workout at a time. You'll lose your wealth one wasted day at a time. You'll lose your relationships one lazy moment at a time. You'll lose your dreams one excuse at a time. And one day, you'll lose your life never having lived. That's the brutal truth. The legacy question. So I'll leave you with another question. When your life is over, what story will people tell? That you lived easy or that you lived free? Because comfort will never inspire anyone, but courage will. Your children won't remember you for being comfortable. They'll remember you for being strong. The world won't remember you for fitting in. It will remember you for standing out. Greatness never grows in comfort. It grows in fire. So break the comfort. Break the chains. Break the cycle. Step into the discomfort of growth. Step into the discipline of greatness. Step into the life you were born to live. Because comfort is the real killer of dreams. And your dream deserves to live. If this message is speaking to you, don't forget to subscribe to The Balanced Beat for more life-changing wisdom and powerful motivation. Hit that like button to support the channel and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. We're building something meaningful here, and your support means everything.